Cadillac CTS, the transmission line replacement, the one that comes in twos, or the lines will come together. I mean, I'm gonna start it right here, the video, because this job is not that easy. I mean, it's not that hard, but it does take a little bit of doing. So I got the line almost out, and I'm gonna start it right here, show you guys, basically how I put it back. Okay, check me out. Alright, now there was a bolt up in here, over here of course, that mounted this bracket to the block. So I've already pulled it all through, I've already disconnected the lines in the front, and I'm coming back out with it. Now I'm going to show you these old ones. They were just, look at that, see how loose they are? They can just move up and down, back and forth, all of that, both of them. That's bad. That's why they were leaking, I believe. Alright, I'm going to show you the new one. Now, in order to get them off, I did have to do some twisting and a little bit of bending and stuff. The wires the lines were already bad, so it didn't matter that much. But when I got this set off at the wrecking yard, I had to be real careful, not to bend them up too bad or anything like that. So I've cleaned them off already. These coming from the transmission, he's coming from the transmission cooler on the radiator. Look at that. These are nice and firm. There's not a lot of back and forth. This one too. It's resistance. Has resistance to even do that and not moving, unlike the other ones we just had. So I didn't see any thread tapes on here, but I'm gonna put some, and it had a little kind of a washer set up with it. But I'm gonna go ahead and run these back through first. And as you see, I do got this right side wheel off, just to kind of help me out a little bit. So let me make sure I'm going through the right spot. Inside the motor mount next to the engine block. Up through there. These were from the wrecking yard. Basically, I just made sure that it was the same engine size, and that this all looked the same. I need to go actually get a valve body, because this TCC solenoid is still getting stuck, and it's kind of bothering me. So I think I'm just gonna replace a valve body on it. So this did take some doing. Let me just make sure I got it right. Make sure I'm going up and okay, yeah, we're going the right way. I'm just gonna make sure these lines ain't getting jammed up. And they are. Okay. Got that one out of the way. That one, where's the other one? Okay. This one. Just don't want to mess up the ends, because those ends are real firm. Alright. And we'll go back on up in there. I had to kind of yank this out, so I got a feeling I'm gonna have to kind of push it back up in there. Alright. Let me see what I'm getting hung. Alright, right along in there, so I'm just gonna, I can push them a little bit. I can bend them a little bit. As long as I don't kink them. like I said, this job ain't that easy. And I do want to recommend that you drain your coolant from the lower radiator holes and get that coolant out of there, because it will rain on you. There we go. Okay, let's double check our ends over here. Make sure we're not all jammed up. Doing good. Let me look up here. Here we go. Come on up. Okay, let's see what we're getting hooked up on now. Okay, just a little bit more. It's rubbing right in here. That's where our problem's at. And that was my elbow. As usual. Okay, we'll put them back together. Let's see if I can't put this bolt back in. This bolt on the block is a 1/2 inch. So we'll try to put the bracket back on here. Okay. Alright. Got it in there. We're not going to tighten it down until we get everything set up like we need to be. Okay. Now, let's see. Alright. This one's actually got this bend on it. Let me show you. This one's naturally got this bend on it to go right here. Like that. This one comes straight down. Let's see. Straight down and straight in. Let's see. No, could be wrong. Let's see. Let me just make sure. Bam, right there. And then that one. Yeah, there we go. So the straight one on the driver's side, and the one with the bend, one over here. Okay, now all you gotta do is just plug them up. These each had a little washer set up on it, so you just set it back right there like that. Let me see. The big washer, then the little washer. Okay. And that's it. I'm gonna put a little thread tape. We'll put it back up there. There it is. You guys can figure out the rest, man. But just wanted to let you know, empty your antifreeze. And also you wanna take off this passenger side wheel. You're gonna wanna get that 1/2 inch bolt. I had to use an extension with the swivel and a breaker bar because it was on there. And you can get this stuff from the wrecking yard. I got one that was already disconnected from the radiator. Well, the radiator was gone, so that made that a lot easier. And I just want to check the ends, these fitting on here, make sure they're real smooth and real tight. Okay, and then tell your female friend or whoever's driving it to stop bottoming it out. Okay, slow down over the bumps and dips. And we'll put that side back up, 1/2 inch bolt. I needed to use a small 1/2 inch. So there it is, man.